Good morning, students. So in previous lecture we have studied about resistivity, resistance, dependence of resistivity on temperature. A table is given in NCERT book which you can revise it and see how resistance or resistivity given for the given conductors or semiconductors and insulators, how resistivity is taken positive or negative for conductors and insulators. Today we will discuss combination of resistors. Combination of resistors. We already know there are basic two types of combination. One is series and the other is parallel. Let us discuss series combination. In series combination, there is only one path. There is only one path to go from one point to another. Suppose I current flow from R1 and R2 resistance. Both the resistors are in series. Let V1 be the potential across R1 and V2 be the potential across R2. Let this combination is connected to a cell of potential V. Now we want, out of these two resistors, we only want one resistance which will perform equivalent work as the two. So in this case we will use a single resistance. That single resistance is called equivalent resistance. Let us name it as RS. Let this resistor be connected to a cell of same potential V, and let this resistance will draw the same current I as it performs same work, so it will draw same current I from the cell. Here this V must be equal to the sum of potential V1 and V2. Now in place of V we can write I RS equals, and V1 and V2 we can write I R1 plus I R2, as current is same. RS equals to R1 plus R2. In general we can add, so on. So in series, resistors equivalent resistance can be given by R1 plus R2 plus R3 ... In parallel combination, in parallel combination, in parallel combination, let the two resistance R1 and R2 be connected parallelly to a cell potential V. We know in parallel combination the potential must be same, so across R1 and across R2 potential will be V. Let I be the current flowing through the circuit. Let I1 current flowing through R1 and I2 be the current flowing through R2. So we can write I equals I1 plus I2. The equivalent circuit of the above circuit can be redrawn as, we can use an equivalent resistance Rp in place of two resistors R1 and R2 connected across the same potential V. Let this equivalent resistance draw the same current I from the circuit. Now we can write in place of I as I equals to V by R. So I equals to V by Rp. I1 equals V by R1. I2 equals V by R2. Or Rp equals 1 by Rp equals 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This gives the expression for equivalent resistance in parallel. Let us take an example. In a given circuit, let the two resistors be connected across potential 20 volt. Let the resistance be 6 ohm and 4 ohm. Let us find the current flowing through the circuit, and potential across 6 volt and potential across 4 volt. So as we have discussed, as the resistors in series, we can easily draw the equivalent circuit by taking equivalent resistance 6 plus 4, that is 10 ohm, connected across 20 volt. Current flowing will be I equals V by R, means 20 by 10, that is 2 ampere. So current flowing through the circuit is 2 ampere. We got the answer. Now potential across 6 volt, as we found the current flowing in the circuit is 2 ampere. We have already found. Now voltage across 6 volt is 2 into 6, that is 12 volt across 6 ohm resistance, 6 ohm and 4 ohm, and potential across 4 ohm resistance is 4 to the 8, that is 8 volt. When we add this, we get the 20 volt. So by this way, we can easily find the current through the circuit and voltage across the resistance. Another example of parallel combination. Let 5 ampere of current flowing through the circuit. Resistance is 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 10 ohm. So what we have to find first? In this case, let us find equivalent resistance at first. So R equivalent can be given by 1 by R equivalent equals 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now 1 by R equivalent equals 2, 30 into 15 plus 10 plus 3, 28. So R equivalent equals to 30 by 28 ohm, or we can write 15 by 14 ohm. So we get the R equivalent. Potential across each must be same. So we can now find the formula value of potential. V equals IR, or V equals I. I is given 5 ampere. 5 into R. R is 15 by 14 volt. So V is 75 by 14 volt. So the potential across each resistance now we have found, which is 75 by 14 volt. So I1 equals, let I1 be the current through 2 ohm, I2 through 3 ohm and I3 through 10 ohm. So I1 equals to V by R. V by R1, that is 75 by 14 whole divided by R1, that is 2 ampere. I2 equals V by R2, 75 by 14 by 3 volt, and I3 equals to V by R3, 75 by 14 by 10 ampere. So this gives the current through each resistance. So these are some basic numericals on series and parallel combination. Now we can solve these types of numericals in other way also, alternative way. Let us take an example. One resistance is 2 ohm. 2 ohm. And the other resistance is 6 ohm. Let 10 ampere of current is flowing through it. How we can solve it? If we see, let I1 is the current flowing through 2 ohm and I2 is the current flowing through. If we take the ratio I1 by I2, we can write V by R1 is to V by R2, as both have same potential V and V. V by R1 is to V by R2. V cancelled out. So we can write I1 is to I2 equals 1 by R1 is to 1 by R2. Let us solve. I1 is to I2 equals 1 by R1, that is 1 by 2 is to, let this 2 ohm be R1 and 6 ohm be R2, and 1 by R2, that is 1 by 6. Let us multiply both the term by 6. So I1 by I2 equals 1 by 2 into 6 is to 1 by 6 into 6. So we get I1 by I2 equals 3 is to 1. So we get the ratio of I1 by I2. Now what we can write? If we add plus 1 on both sides, I am just showing how we can solve this in an alternate way. We can easily skip some of these steps. We will discuss it later. So here we can write I1 plus I2 divided by I2 equals 3 plus 1 by 1, or I2 by I1 plus I2 equals 1 by 4. So 3 is to 1. Similarly, we can easily write I1 by I1 plus I2. What we can write? For I2 by I1 plus I2 equals 1 by 4. So I1 by I1 plus I2, we can easily write 3 by 4. Or I2 equals 1 by 4 of I1 plus I2. Or I1 equals 3 by 4 of I1 plus I2. So this is the basic formula which we get. Now I2 equals 1/4 of total current. What is the total current? I1 plus I2 is 10 ampere. So we can write 10, 2.5 ampere, and I1 equals 3 by 4 into 10. 7.5 ampere. Now let us solve this question. 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 10 ohm flowing current is 5 ampere by this alternate method. Two ohm, 3 ohm and 10 ohm. Let 5, how much current is flowing? 5 ampere current. As we can see here, the steps involved in solving this numerical. Five ampere. So what we can write? I1 is to I2 is to I3 equals, we can easily write 1 by R1 is to 1 by R2 is to 1 by R3. Taking the LCM, 30. So we can multiply it by 30. So we get 15 is to 10 is to 3. So for I1, I1 equals 15 by plus 10, 25 plus 3, 28 into I1 plus I2 plus I3, that is 5 ampere. 75 by 28 ampere. Now I2 equals 10 by 28 into 5, 50 by 28 ampere. And I3 equals 3 by 28 into 5, 15 by 28 ampere. So we get the same answer. Five on your 5, 5 by 25, 5 to your 10, 15 by 28 ampere. 25 by 14 ampere. So we get the same answer as in the previous one, 15 by 28. Here it is, 15 by 28 ampere. Yes. So by this method we can easily solve it. You can take it as short trick. Now try to solve this in home. 1 ohm, 3 ohm, 5 ohm. But current flowing is 7 ampere. Find current through 3 ohm resistance. Find current through 3 ohm resistance. Let us take some more examples. Combination of resistance. So in this question we have to find equivalent resistance. Pause your video and let us find the equivalent resistance. So in this case, what we will do? Basically we will take part wise. Suppose here 4 ohm and 2 ohm. It is in series. So the equivalent resistance will become 6 ohm. Now 6 ohm resistance and 3 ohm resistance is in parallel. So for two resistors which are in parallel, we can easily write 6 into 3 by 6 plus 3. 18 by 9, that is 2 ohm. So if we redraw this circuit, we will get 2 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, point A and point B. Again, now 2 ohm and 4 ohm, it is again 6 ohm as it is in series. Now 6 ohm and 3 ohm, again it will becomes 2 ohm as they are in parallel. So the equivalent circuit becomes 2 ohm, 2 ohm, A, B. 4 ohm, A, B. So this is our answer. 4 ohm resistance. Another type of example is short circuiting. Short circuiting. What it means, short circuiting? Let us take an example. Now in this question, we have to find R equivalent. Here, what we see that current will pass straight from 3 ohm straight to 3 ohm, and it will not pass through 2 ohm and 6 ohm resistance. And this is called short circuiting. 2 ओम और 6 ओम रेसिस्टेंस से करंट पास नहीं करेगा, वो स्ट्रेट पास कर जाएगा। जिस पाथ में रेसिस्टेंस कम मिलता है, करंट उसी से पास करना चाहता है। यहाँ पर चूंकि रेसिस्टेंस एकदम नहीं है, तो करंट सीधा पास कर जाएगा। 2 ओम और 6 ओम रेसिस्टेंस विल नॉट प्ले एनी रोल in finding equivalent resistance. So here the equivalent circuit can be redrawn as 3 ohm and 3 ohm resistance will become 6 ohm, and 6 ohm and 3 ohm resistance, it will give 4 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm, terminal A, terminal B. 3 ohm and 3 ohm, this will not play any role. 6 ohm, 6 ohm and 3 ohm, again 6 into 3, product of resistance by sum of resistance, 2 ohm, and 2 ohm and 4 ohm, so equivalent resistance is 6 ohm. This is called short circuiting. Let us take another example of short circuiting. In this question, we have to find again R equivalent. Pause your video and let us find R equivalent. Let us see. Here again the circuit is short circuited at this point point C and point D. So this 4 ohm and 3 ohm and 2 ohm will not play any role. So the net resistance will be 5 plus 4 9 ohm plus 4 13 ohm plus 2 15 ohm, all are in series. So R equivalent will become 15 ohm. So these are some circuits. Now let us take another example in which one cell we will include. In this question, you have to find current from 6 ohm and 3 ohm resistance. Now you can easily use the concept, and by using that concept you can easily find the current through the circuit. Let us take another example and another method to solve this type of questions. If we draw a circuit taking a cell of 20 volt, a resistance of 4 ohm. This method is called zero V method. By this method, you can easily find the current. Let us know how we can apply this method. We will consider any point at 0 volt. Let this point be at 0 volt. Now, as we have discussed earlier also in basic Ohm's law, if this point will be 0, the potential difference must be 20 volt. So this point must be at 20 volt. This point 20 volt and this point 0 volt. So potential difference between these 2 points is 20, resistance is 4, so current will be 5 ampere. Simple question. Let us make it hard. Now in this question we have to find current in all the resistance. Now what we have discussed is we will consider any point at 0 volt. Let 0 volt, this point is at 0 volt. This is the connecting wire, so there will be no potential drop. This one will be also 0 and this one will be also 0. 0. Now this one will be at lower potential, means minus 8 volt. So the difference between this is 8, higher minus lower. Difference is 0 minus minus 8, that is 8 volt. Now again, if this one will be at 0, so this one will be at 20 volt. Here a cell of 10 volt is connected. If this point is at 20 volt, the difference must be 10 volt. So this point will be at 10 volt. Now we get the potential at every point. We can easily find, suppose 20 volt and 0 volt, the difference is 20 volt, and 20 volt 4 ohm. So 5 ampere of current will flow from higher potential to lower potential, that is from upside down. 5 ampere of current will flow. Again 10 ohm and 10 volt and 0 volt. Again the current will flow through this is 5 ampere. Now in this case, so 20 volt and minus 8 volt. So difference is 20 minus higher minus lower, 20 minus minus 8, that is 28 volt. Resistance is 2 ohm. So current will flow from higher to lower, that is 14 ampere current. Now 14 ampere current is flowing out from 8 volt battery. Here 5 ampere current. So in this point 14 plus 5, 19 ampere. 19 plus 5, in this case 24 ampere. 24 ampere of current flowing from 20 volt battery, and it will distribute it here. 5 ampere of current will flow from this cell. So by 0V method, we can easily find the current from each cell or resistance. This is the combination of resistors. That's it for today. Stay safe, stay at home.